Evolution's central heating, Arctic, and Inuit ancestry. These people don't just survive minus 40 degrees. Their bodies literally burn fat to create heat. While you shiver at room temperature, the Inuit evolved to fight cold. Their genes don't just process fat, they turn it into a biological furnace. Fish oil gets converted straight into body heat. It's like having a built-in space heater running all day. But here's where it gets wild. They have special brown fat that burns calories purely for warmth. Shorter limbs trap heat. Compact builds minimize heat loss. Every inch optimized for one thing, turning the Arctic into home. The cost? Switch them to Western food, and those fat-burning genes stop working. Heart problems, mercury buildup from seal meat, vitamin D crashes when traditional diets disappear. Evolution gave them fire. Modern life took away the fuel. Lungs that defy physics, altitude champions. While you'd be gasping for air, they're running marathons at 15,000 feet. Imagine breathing half the oxygen, but performing like you're at sea level. That's not training, that's genes. Tibetan Sherpas carry special genes inherited from ancient extinct humans who lived 50,000 years ago. Instead of making blood dangerously thick, these genes keep it normal. They expand lung capacity, speed up breathing, flood tissues with chemicals that open every blood vessel. East African highlanders evolved differently, but achieve the same impossible result. Their bodies use oxygen so well that scientists still can't explain it. Denser blood vessels? Supercharged cell engines? Nobody knows. What we do know, Kenyan and Ethiopian runners don't just win marathons, they demolish them, with lungs built by evolution. The problem? Normal oxygen levels can feel overwhelming. Their systems optimized for thin air now face abundance. They mastered thin air. Sea level became the problem. Muscle memory. From 10,000 years ago, African ancestry, every world record sprint, every dominant marathon. The answer is written in their DNA. This isn't about training harder. It's about carrying the right genes to the starting line. One special gene creates fast-twitch muscle fibers that fire like rocket fuel. West African descendants dominate sprints because their muscles were built for explosive power. East African runners crush marathons with oxygen efficiency that makes altitude training look easy. But the real story? Their ancestors made a deal with death itself. The sickle cell trait literally warps red blood cells to sabotage malaria parasites. Another mutation turns blood chemistry toxic to invaders. Millions died to malaria. The survivors passed down genetic weapons. That same warped cell that saves you from malaria, inherit two copies, and you get sickle cell disease, chronic pain, organ damage, shortened life. Evolution demanded blood sacrifice. They paid it and conquered the world's deadliest parasite, the original survival battery, Pacific Islander ancestry. 40% of Samoans carry a gene that stores energy like a battery. It saved lives then. It's killing them now. Picture this. You're crossing 2,000 miles of ocean in a canoe. No resupply, no rescue. Just you and whatever food you brought. This special gene was evolution's life insurance. It doesn't just store fat efficiently, it packs on muscle mass. It holds onto every calorie like the next meal might never come. For ancient Polynesian navigators, this gene meant the difference between reaching Hawaii and dying at sea. The result? The most physically impressive builds in human history. Broad frames, dense muscle, explosive strength that makes gym rats look weak. Fast forward to today. That same survival gene faces constant food for the first time ever. The metabolism that stored energy for famine now drives the world's highest obesity rates. Evolution optimized them for scarcity. Modern life gave them excess. Immune systems built by hell. Amazonian ancestry. The Amazon rainforest hosts more ways to die than anywhere on Earth. Their immune systems fight them all. Malaria, Chagas disease, yellow fever, dengue, parasitic worms, fungal infections, bacteria that don't even have names yet. The Amazon doesn't just host life, it hosts biological warfare. Indigenous Amazonians carry special immune genes that recognize tropical parasites others miss completely. Some mutations literally prevent parasites from invading heart tissue, a defense so specific it only exists here. But here's the genius move. Their immune systems learn to hit hard without destroying themselves. Normal immune systems would burn out fighting this many threats. The result? Super high baseline immunity, lightning-fast parasite clearing, recovery speeds that look superhuman anywhere else. The cost? Take them out of the rainforest and those defenses misfire. Allergies, asthma, autoimmune disorders, metabolic chaos. They evolved to fight everything. Now clean environments confuse them. Surviving where nothing grows. Middle Eastern ancestry. While most humans need 2 liters of water daily, their kidneys evolved to survive on drops. The desert doesn't negotiate. You adapt or you die. Middle Eastern and North African kidneys are engineering marvels. They filter blood with surgical precision, reclaim every molecule of water, dump waste in ultra-concentrated urine. Their sweat glands learn to cool bodies while losing minimal fluid, biological air conditioning that runs on almost nothing. Then there's the milk gene, the mutation that changed history. For Bedouin herders crossing endless sand, goat and camel milk wasn't just food. It was liquid survival, hydration, calories, protein, and calcium in one package. Salt retention genes, moderate melanin for sun defense, lean builds for heat loss, all tuned for one environment. Brutal scarcity under relentless heat. Modern twist? Those same salt-hoarding kidneys now face processed food loaded with sodium. The genes that prevented dehydration death now drive high blood pressure. They evolved to conserve. Modern diets gave them excess. Nature's waterproof jacket, East Asian ancestry. One mutation gave 90% of East Asians waterproof hair and twice the sweat glands. Self-cooling before technology. One special gene is evolution showing off. Thick, straight hair that sheds water like duck feathers. Double the sweat glands of most populations. Built-in cooling that works in humidity others can't handle. It's a complete survival package delivered by a single gene. Their metabolism is tuned for rice, vegetables, and low-fat diets. These sustained massive populations for thousands of years. Stable, efficient, optimized for farming, not hunting. Then evolution added a safeguard. The Asian flush gene triggers immediate alcohol reactions, facial redness, rapid heartbeat, nausea. Nature's built-in alcohol deterrent. The dark side? That same gene raises certain cancer risks, and metabolisms optimized for rice crash hard on high-sugar Western diets. They evolved harmony with their environment. Modern processed food breaks that harmony. The original air conditioning, South Asian ancestry. Their bodies can digest starch so efficiently they process rice faster than you can chew it. When your environment is 90 degrees with 90% humidity, you don't need more muscle. You need heat management. South Asian builds are physics in action. Lean frames, slender limbs, maximum surface area. Heat escapes before it builds up. It's biological thermodynamics, perfected over thousands of generations. But the real superpower is metabolic. Many South Asians carry 7 to 10 copies of the starch-digesting gene. Most populations have 2 to 4. This cranks up the enzyme that breaks down starch. Their bodies convert rice, wheat, and grains into energy with frightening efficiency. In agricultural societies dependent on carbs, this was life or death. High gene copies equals survival. Low copies equals malnutrition. The modern betrayal? That same efficiency in a calorie-rich world means diabetes at lower body weights. Their energy-saving system meets constant abundance and can't handle it. Evolution made them efficient. Efficiency became the liability. Biology's solar panel, Northern European ancestry. They turned the world's weakest sunlight into vitamin D. Then civilization moved them indoors. Above the Arctic Circle, the sun barely exists for half the year. Most humans would develop weak bones and immune collapse. Northern Europeans evolved to extract life from almost nothing. Pale, low melanin skin functions as a biological solar panel. It converts even faint UV rays into vitamin D with maximum efficiency. Blonde hair and blue eyes are side effects. Every adaptation screaming one message: capture every photon. Then there's the milk gene. The ability to digest milk into adulthood gave access to hydration and calcium year-round. Herding cultures with this gene exploded in population. Those without it faded. Add efficient fat-burning and special heat-generating fat for warmth. You have a complete cold climate survival package. The irony? Modern Northern Europeans spend most time indoors under artificial light. Their solar panels collect dust. Vitamin D deficiency is epidemic. Fair skin burns easily under strong sun. Evolution built them for darkness. They now live in the wrong kind of light. The genetic crossroads. Balkan Ancestry. Centuries of invasion didn't destroy them. It created the most diverse immune system on Earth. The Balkans, where empires came to fight and genes came to mix. Greek, Roman, Ottoman, Near Eastern, Slavic. Wave after wave of conquest, trade, and migration created something unprecedented. Immune system diversity found almost nowhere else. Their immune genes show variety that functions like a master key collection. If one version can't catch an invader, 10 others stand ready. Broad antibody range, plague resistance, balanced defenses across dozens of challenges. It's biological backup as defense strategy. Single populations collapsed to new diseases. The Balkans absorbed everything and kept going. Physical features tell the same story. Light and dark, northern and Mediterranean, alpine and coastal. The region's geography forced constant mixing. The complication? That same diversity means rare gene pairings occasionally produce unexpected disorders. Complex immune networks can misfire into inflammation. But here's the lesson. Uniformity is fragile. Diversity is resilient. The Balkans proved it. 4 continents, 1 body, Caribbean ancestry. What happens when African, European, indigenous, and Asian genes collide? The most flexible humans on Earth. Caribbean ancestry isn't about one adaptation. It's about having the entire human genetic toolkit in one body. African genes bring muscular efficiency and heat tolerance. European lines add the milk gene and fat processing. Asian ancestry contributes high starch digestion. Indigenous heritage provides lung capacity and altitude adaptation. The result? Metabolic flexibility other populations can't match. Some Caribbean individuals can handle starchy tropical diets, dairy-rich meals, and high-protein regimens, all with different genetic pathways running simultaneously. Skin tones span a spectrum, each with its own vitamin D strategy. Immune systems carry defenses against Old World, New World, and tropical diseases simultaneously. But mixing brings compounding risks. Sickle cell and another blood disorder. Multiple survival genes stacking diabetes risk. Vitamin D deficiency when darker populations migrate north. Yet here's the truth. Caribbean ancestry proves human diversity isn't about separation. It's about convergence.